Can you guys hear my fan? Like crazy.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started if we're all ready. Everybody see the stream okay?
I see it. Yep.
All right. Are you recording, AJ?
Yes.
Make sure you
Sweet.
hit the record button. Just
Yeah, make sure it's flashing recording.
Yes, I see the recording thing on there. Don't worry, we're
Sweet.
good.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to our town hall for January. It's the 27th of January 2025. We got some news to share with you guys. So from my desk here, we got some stats of the facility. So we have 13 new home controllers in January 2025. We got 3 new visiting controllers this month as well, and we have 410 hours controlled within Jacksonville in January so far and counting. So pretty good stats overall. Our observers, the chunk of observers went down quite a bit after the purge. We had like 30 something observers before the purge on the first, so lost a lot of those. Still have some observers here that have been here for more than a month, but we're working on it. We got a lot more S3s now, which is great, and C1s as well, which is awesome. But overall, membership's looking pretty good. 98 total controllers, so that's always solid. We dropped down to 85. So yeah, our January 2025 top controllers so far, but I'm calling the race here. In third place, we have Ian Bowen with 26 hours 14 minutes. Second place, we have Howard Snyder with 32 hours 26 minutes. And we have Judd Lopez with 32 hours and 54 minutes in first place, barely beating Howard. So good job, guys. We had a little meetup this month in Orlando. Myself, Kayla, Stacia, Nicholas, Eiler, Martin, Howard, AJ, we're all there. We had some fun. We had some drinks at the Star Bar, and we did a little escape room, which was fun. And in true vZJX fashion, we jaywalked across iDrive a couple times, so it was pretty cool. Definitely join us for the next one. It was a lot of fun, so really good time. Some community achievements happened this month, so I want to give a congratulations to Chris for passing his instrument check ride on Sunday. He got his instrument rating on top of his private now, so it's really cool to see. Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we got some news here. So it's my pleasure to announce Carson as our deputy air traffic manager. So Carson's from ZDC. He is their webmaster. He is transferring to vZJX to fill our DATM role. So I think Carson's going to be great on our team. He's been on VATSIM for a few years now. He's been running the web development team over there for, I believe, almost 2 years. And yeah, overall, I think he's going to do some great stuff for us. He's really excited. We have some good ideas. So I'm really happy to have him here. And if we want to get him up on the stage.
Oh boy.
How's
it
so
going?
yeah, so some news as well from me. So effective upon release, we will be replacing the vZJX situational awareness policy. That will be canceled. Carson had pointed out that it sort of contradicts a few of our policies, our facility admin policy and our code of conduct. If you haven't seen that policy, the situational awareness policy, basically it's for like conflict resolution and stuff like that. A lot of the information is pretty outdated. It's pretty old, so we're gonna just delete it and make a new one pretty much. We have a new sort of division called the Internal Affairs Division that's going to handle like complaints and stuff like that. That is overseen by the Deputy Air Traffic Manager. But the new SOP will have like the proper process for submitting a complaint if you have any issues with anybody in the community. The whole investigation process, the resolution process, all that stuff. That will all be in that policy when that's released. So that's something Carson and I will be working on. Like I kind of stated it, Section 6.0 of the facility admin policy, that's going to be removed and repurposed within the new internal affairs policy. And as well, we are going to start working on a new SOP exam. That's something that's kind of been highlighted the last month is the actual process of joining the RTAC. It's just a little outdated. Our SOP exam is not up to date with GCAP or the transferring visiting control policy. So we need to revise that and actually make it, relevant again. So we're going to make a new one of those for that. Pretty much just modernize that process. On top of that, tier 2 checkouts are going to be implemented for visiting and transferring controllers. So home controllers, when you begin your S3 training and all that, or well, I guess training in general, because we teach you on a tier 2, it certifies you for that position when you get your rating. However, if you transfer into the RTAC, for example, I don't know, from like Atlanta, you can immediately, well, as of now, you don't have to take like a training class or anything or a session to get your tier 2 certification for Jacksonville. So we're going to put that into policy moving forward, but that'll be handled with the training department. So it's Carson's turn to yap a little bit here.
Oh boy, yapping time. Yeah, so a little bit about myself. I joined VATSIM in August of 2022, and then I became the webmaster of ZDC in October of 2023. I've also served as a webmaster after earning my S2 and became an I1 as soon as I was eligible. I've recently graduated from high school a year early, so I had more time to begin flight training for my private pilot's license. I have an open door policy. If you need something, have questions, or ever want to chat, just DM me. Always happy to help out where I can. And then community feedback is very important to me and something I plan on incorporating even more than it already is at Jacksonville. And then lastly, one of the things that got me really into VATSIM when I first joined ZDC back when they did it. They don't do it as much now, if at all, but was group flights. I remember one time going from Albuquerque to Denver with a bunch of staff members and other community members. It was overall just a really fun time and something that, assuming that the membership and the rest of the staff wants to, I would love to bring here as well if you guys don't already do them. That's all I got.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's hear from AJ in the training department over here.
All right, good morning, everyone. For those guys who don't know me, I'm AJ. I'm the assistant training administrator. Cole is currently flying fighter jets and doing cool Maverick Navy stuff that some stuff we're probably not allowed to know. But anyway, I'm here to give you guys some updates. New training SOP is update as of December 2024. Some new stuff will be implemented in a revision coming out soon. New training fields officially added, Daytona and Pensacola. Currently making the training files for Daytona. Those are to come sometime between now and the next couple weeks.
When I'm not lazy. When
Yeah,
I'm not
pretty
lazy.
pretty much when Jake and I are not lazy on the facility side and also on the training side. And then Pensacola, once we get those fully up and running, Cole's going to make some scenarios for those. So, yeah, those are going to be fun. Daytona, I have personal connection to Daytona given the fact I live 2 minutes from the tower and I've seen the traffic, so I can make some pretty gnarly scenarios for trainees. New instructors. So Nick Ader became a full-fledged I1 as of end of December, and Martin Fajita Madrid. He is on his probationary I1 right now. He just has to complete, I think, one more thing, and he will be a full-fledged I1. So welcome them to the pretty much instructor team. And then new mentors in training. We got Mr. Jude Lopez, Mr. Caleb Scott, and then Mr. Christopher Mangan, all three bringing in some good ideas and knowledge, and we're happy to have them part of the team and helping train students to be our next controllers in events or even general staff ups. And so congrats to our newly rated controllers. On the MCO cab, we got Christopher Mangan, and ground certs. And then on the ground side, we got Scott Flores soon to be doing his checkout for Orlando Tower. And then on the actual general rating side, we got Jude Lopez, who's achieved his S3. Congrats to him. And then Joshua McCleany achieving his S1. Congrats to both of y'all. Rating achievements are always great to see. So hopefully anyone who's currently in training, you'll be on this list soon. And if you're not in training yet, well, when you start training, you'll be making step towards being on that list.
Awesome. That department's crazy. Anyways, let's hear from the events department.
All right. So events department updates. So first of all, congratulations to our newest AEC, Ian Bowen. He was promoted about a month ago, but this is our first official town hall since then. So Ian has a really large amount of real world knowledge, and he's going to help us creating some better routes to offload traffic when events get overloaded. So we're looking forward to working with him.
Speech, speech, speech.
Is Ian even here?
Yeah, Ian's here. We just brought him up to the stage.
You got the
For
mic.
the past 20 minutes, I've been going insane about a quiz that I didn't want to take. But hi guys, I'm Ian Bowen. I fly airplanes. Yeah, that's basically it. I do aviation management stuff. So other than that, that's all I got.
Yay! Let's go, Ian.
So a quick update on event fatigue. So during our first town hall, I heard from a lot of you, and then also afterwards, event fatigue is a real thing. So we are working on it. The end of the year was very crazy, so thank you to everyone that pitched in during our 8 events in December. We only have 3 events for the month of February, and March is pretty chill. We have 1, maybe 2. So there are better things on the horizon, and I'm working with neighboring Artex so that we don't get sandwiched between a Thursday, Friday, Saturday event ever again. So thanks to those that helped, and good things are on the way, and things are improving. The event SOP is now active. It was put in place. So for those of you that are wishing to control an event, if you already have your certification prior to the date that the event SOP was placed, then you still have those. For any new controllers in training after that date, part of your training is also certifying you for events. So you can get your rating, but may not be eligible to control during events. That is at the discretion of the I1 doing your checkout and the TA and the ATA. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and if I can't answer them, I'll refer you to the training department, but please read that SOP. We will be staffing up right after the end of this town hall. The new DATM will be on Jack's approach. So for anyone looking to log some hours and push some tin, let's all welcome Carson into the Artec, and then we'd appreciate a tower and a ground, and let's staff up surrounding facilities as well. For the next bullet point, so vZJX Live, believe it or not, it's coming in just a few months. Planning is in full swing. The planning committee is working on some events that we'll talk about in a second. But we're the events department as well as the senior staff is just trying to figure out. We have a block of rooms that are booked, and we have to book a certain percentage of that block to not incur fees. If you have not yet RSVP'd, please click the link in the slideshow here. Owen, I assume you're going to post a slideshow somewhere after.
Yeah.
Okay, so Owen's going to post a slideshow after the town hall's over. Please go to that link and RSVP. Even if you're not going to book a room, just go to that link and RSVP to the event. It's a yes or no questionnaire. It's so that we know how many people are booking rooms, but also how many people are showing up, so that we can plan for tables, chairs, pizza, and other event-related necessities. So that's very important that we know how many people are showing up and who they are. We are planning a Space Center trip on the Thursday prior to the event, and last year we did the F11 MCO Tower Tour, so we're looking to do that again. We're going to start reaching out to the TRACON, get that coordinated. Preference will go to people that did not attend last year. However, if there are slots open and you want to attend a second time, you'd be more than welcome. Next thing, just a quick Q&A. So we're still having a bit of a problem with event signups. Just looking for feedback from everybody here. What can we be doing to make you guys more likely to sign up? What are the issues that people have hesitations or whatever it may be? So we'll move on to the next bullet point. But if you guys want to type in the chat, just share what some of your thoughts are. I'd just like to know where the community's at. And while we're waiting on feedback, we have a big event to announce. Our next home event is the Daytona 500 Fly-In. It takes place on February 13th, the Thursday prior to the Daytona 500. The event currently has over 1,800 views on the VAT USA calendar. It's going to be very, very busy. So my thanks goes out to Angel Ledesma for making this really, really good banner. And currently we have 0 signups for this event. We don't do Daytona events a lot, and it's looking like it's going to be very busy. So please, please, please go to the website, sign up. This is not one that you're going to want to miss. And aside from that, that's about it from the events team. So I'm not seeing any feedback regarding the Q&A. So I guess I'll just make an open plea. Please sign up for events. It's really, really hard to plan when we have 3 signups the day before, and then everyone wants to, sign up the day of, and we get 8 people. It just makes it really difficult to plan. The event SOP does include information on when you guys can back out of these events. So, you can back out up to 24 hours in advance of the event penalty free. You don't even have to tell me. You just go on the website and you just do it, and I'll never even know that you signed up in the first place. There's no penalty. No one's going to say anything, and if they do, you let me know because they shouldn't be saying that. It's just really, like I said, it's really difficult. So review the event SOP. There's policies in place now that you can even work half the event if that's what your calendar dictates. You just have to coordinate with me. All those procedures are outlined in the SOP. So I'm really hoping that we can get our signups to increase a little bit. And that's all I have.
Awesome. Yeah, good job, Angel. This banner's really, really cool. I do think this event's going to be very busy. Our last few Daytona events have been insane, so I think this one's going to be no exception. All right, let's hear from Jake with the facilities department.
All right. Go one slide. Go one over one, or did 2? All
Got
right.
a what?
First thing, click one more time. All right. So first thing that I want to talk about, it's mainly for the center guys. But we're gonna be adding our new map sets, so like MR map for each area of the center. So the Gulf area, the Central area, and the North area, for example, you'll just be able to, if you're working that area alone, you'll be able to pull up maps designed for that area, and that's because we're gonna be working with the real world maps. Me and AJ still have a bit of quirks to like figure out with them, but when we get those set up, those should be pretty cool. All right, you can go to the next bullet, Owen. Next 2 bullets. We're going to continue working through the SOPs. As you know, we recently had 4 of them go active 4 days ago on the 23rd. But in the next week or so, we'll probably try and get out Myrtle Beach, Tallahassee, and we're going to be introducing the minor fields SOP again, which I believe we had in the past, but it went away, but it's coming back now. And then I'll go again, Owen. And then just finish on the slide, yeah. So the major thing I wanted to introduce tonight is we're going to be writing brand new LOAs with ZMA, and we're going to have brand new internal LOAs. Essentially what I mean when I say internal is having TRACON to center or TRACON specific LOAs versus having one RTEC just have, instead of just having ZMA, vZJX, we'll have it broken up into smaller chunks like F11 ZMA, F11 Tampa, etc., to make it more manageable. So far, we've had overwhelmingly positive feedback about the PDFs, so I'm hoping those go good. And then these are kind of just going to be a little bit of a trial run. We'll also have the same thing for our facility, so like vZJX F11 and vZJX Jax. But we kind of just want to test the waters with it, see how people feel about it. If we have overwhelmingly positive feedback, it's something that's going to stay. If we have overwhelmingly negative feedback, we'll just go back to the way it is right now. Kind of just going to be a time for those. It's just going to be a test of time and see how people like them. But besides that, there's nothing really crazy going on with the facilities department. It's going to be maintaining and keeping our air rec current.
Awesome. All right, let's hear from Chris and the web team. I hear they have some pretty big news to share today.
All right, guys, the website's coming out in 2 weeks, but we're actually doing it this time. We're releasing. I don't even know what day Sam said. I think February 1st, so that's less than 2 weeks. But
You want the
let's
date?
do it. Yes, please. I think it's February 1st. Yep, February 1st. So that's in, what is it? Like 5 days. What's
That's
today,
this
Monday?
Saturday.
Yeah, it's this Saturday, guys. So pretty cool. Yeah, that's really it. I could share my screen if you want. Honestly, I just broke like half the website because I'm working on it right now. But I can show you what's going on with it if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, I can't share my screen in here. That's the
Oh,
only
great.
thing.
Just you want me to go to the dev site?
No. Actually, yeah, you
Okay.
can. Just hide the URL, please.
Oh, I won't be able to do that, I don't think.
Just F11 it.
Oh.
F11 has been mentioned.
Let me change my windows here.
There we go. So that's the home page. If you hover over Brody's name there, you can see you have submit feedback and you can view his profile too. Why don't you submit some feedback for Brody? And yeah, where's his name? And then give him some nice thing.
It doesn't look like a rental car or like a rental car feedback anymore. It's really cool.
Yeah, that was Sam's feedback page. He did a good job with it. And then if you go back to the home page there, you can also view his profile. And then you see that. So
It's really
yeah,
fast.
yeah, we that was our main goal, is to make it actually run a little bit faster. So we're pretty happy so far with the result. Yeah, and then yeah, we have our events there. That feedback is static, but we'll be changing that. That's what it looks like. And I don't know. Let me see what else isn't broken. That's the roster page works. Not the admin one, but the roster one, and that shows that's everybody. That's what our roster page looks like, the new one. Probably polish it up a little before the website comes out. If anybody has suggestions, of course, please put them in. What's the channel name? Please, it's under one of our things here. Put it in bugs and
I'll put it in
features,
chat.
and we'll put it in chat. Yeah, and then I'll just add it to the issues, and we'll get it in the queue. Other than that, any questions, concerns, feel free to ask me or Sam, or ask right now. Other than that, yeah, that's all I really got. I hope you guys enjoy the website.
Yeah, great work, man. This is pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
It's exciting
and then
to see it actually coming along.
I don't know if we want to do it now, but and also because I just broke most of the admin stuff, but we have a brand new training admin for you training people. I tried to make it efficient, and we have an activity checker for Owen, which I have to test live, so it might not work. But other than that, everything is we're targeting Saturday, and hope everybody enjoys it. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. All right. Well, if you have a question, now's your time to ask. If you'd like, I can bring you up on the stage if you request it. I did see in the chat, Ben had a good question for the events department. He said, we discussed a few things regarding event signups last town hall. I'm interested in what changes the events team may have made or is considering.
Yeah, so I can speak to that really quickly. So at the last town hall, one of the biggest things that was discussed with people and their willingness to be able to sign up is there was no clearly defined policy for when you can back out, how you can back out, all of that. So it's all defined, it's in writing, it's very clear now at this point. You know, backing out with more than 24 hours notice is penalty free. So that's 24 hours from the start of the event. So typically 7 p.m. on the day before. No questions asked, penalty free. It's also written in the SOP that you are permitted to control half of the event duration, but this must be coordinated with the events coordinator 48 hours or more prior to the event. So let's say that you have an early shift on a Saturday starts at 6 a.m. and you want to control the first half of an FNO. So you want to do 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That can be coordinated with me, but you need to reach out to me no later than 7 p.m. on the Wednesday prior to the FNO or Thursday prior to the SNO so that I can evaluate the staffing. And if we're able to accommodate that, we will. And if not, then I will let you know that we're not able to accommodate it. And at that point, you can make a decision if you wish to control or not, which again, more than 24 hours, penalty free. So you have the opportunity to tell me that you can or cannot, and then get out penalty free essentially. Um, as far as leaving early during events, there's also a policy that is defined for that. You can coordinate that with me or the designated TMU if I am not there. It is the TMU's discretion, however. So if you sign up for all 4 hours of an event and the TMU determines that your position is necessary, you are required to find relief for that position. As long as the controller that you find is adequately rated and approved by the TMU, then you can swap positions. However, again, we do reserve the right to decline that based on, you know, operational needs essentially. So, um, I don't want anyone to feel pigeonholed that they're going to sign up for an event if they don't stay for exactly 4 hours, then they're going to get a nasty gram. That's not going to happen. Um, So, and this is all defined in the SOP, right? So this is not just me telling you guys this. It's written in the SOP. So if I designate a TMU and I'm not here and they don't follow that procedure, you can and should notify me and we can have that discussion. This is an official policy now.
Awesome. That is a really good feature request, actually. Chris, is that something that's possible with the coding of our website to possibly be able to subscribe to an event calendar for like Apple or Google or anything like that? Like as a future feature?
I'm sure it is. I'll add it to the thing, but we're probably not going to get to it for a little bit. Probably, I mean,
Yeah.
let me see. I could probably get to it by like March or April.
Yeah, no, that'd definitely be cool to have. And that's one thing I think that's worth mentioning as well, about the website is, the initial release is definitely the hardest part. It's only up from there. So once we get this stable release out and everybody can start using it, we could start throwing in feature requests and get new things on the website, and they'll be able to start developing singular features instead of having to, develop the entire website at once, going from nothing. So I know it's really a really big goal of the web team to have, like the events functionality fully ready to go, and then also the training system's very important, as well as the roster and everything, obviously. But like I said, it's a giant package. Everything has to be good before you can release it. But a lot of like the quality of life stuff will follow soon after, I'm sure. So, really proud of the web team. I think they've done a really good job. So it's pretty cool. Some more event questions.
Yeah, so Sean Fitz asked for signups. Is there a reason position assignments aren't confirmed until the day of? Um, yeah, so if you sign up for a position, Sean, you'll get a position. It may not be the position you signed up for. So if you're in S2 and you sign up for tower, but I have 6 people that sign up for tower and nobody that signs up for ground, somebody's going to get ground. and that's why it's not confirmed until day of, and that's based on multiple factors. It's not just, we don't just pick somebody randomly. We look at who signed up and we pick carefully. But if you sign up, you will receive a position. So it's not something where you're going to sign up and you might not get assigned something. I will find something for you if you sign up for the event. Josh McClenny asked, how does one go about getting event rated for the newer controllers? So Josh, any ratings that you have prior to the date on the SOP include your event cert. The event certification only applies to members who receive their rating after the date of the SOP, and it's part of your rating training. So when you get your checkout done, the instructor that is doing your checkout will notify you if you have received a full rating, including your event cert, or your rating without the event cert. If you do not receive your event cert during your checkout for whatever reason, then reach out to me. Let me know that you didn't get your event cert, and I will work with the training team to find out what the reasons were, and then we will come up with a strategy. There are ways, it's written in the SOP, there are multiple ways that you can achieve your event cert after your rating. I don't anticipate it being a very common occurrence. If you can pass your OTS 99% of the time, you're going to get your event cert. There's just some specific circumstances where a controller is competent and able to do the rating, but they're not able to handle the volume of traffic that an event dictates. And for those specific cases, we don't want to hold you back from getting your rating over a once every 3-week event.
Cool. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions, comments, concerns, or anything for us?
Rotten Tomatoes, etc.
All right. Well, let's control. I don't have anything else to say for you guys. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate your attention, and go ZJX.